Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great Tuesday so far. Thanks for giving me 5 to 7 minutes as we continue to look at who God is today. Yesterday, we looked at the why game and how we respond when people say why. It takes a level and a measure of faith. Well, today I want you to turn to the book of Job. Job is in the middle of the Bible, just left of Psalms. So if you open up your Bible in the middle, you find Psalms, turn to your left towards the front of your Bible, and you'll find Job, Job chapter 38. As you find Job chapter 38 this morning, a question for you. Have you ever been in that position where enough is enough? Where somebody keeps pushing you and they keep, if you will, antagonizing you, and then you kind of lose it and you just step up. You state your opinion in a way that cannot be denied. Some people say you drop the hammer. If you think about yesterday with the why with the child, eventually you look at them and you say, because I said so, and that means the discussion is over. As we look at Job chapter 38 today, the book of Job is very interesting. The beginning talks about Job and how great things are going for him, and then he loses everything. And then Job chapter 2, and then from basically Job 2, Job 3, through almost the rest of the book, it talks about how Job processes through this. And when we hit Job 38, he's frustrated, he's angry, he's questioning God, he's trying to understand what God is doing. And Job, he goes in and he, for lack of a better word, attacks God and says, God, what are you doing? And what's your plan? And I don't understand. And he goes off on God. And then Job 38, these verses 4 through 6, it's God's response to Job. And in my mind, I can see that God is allowing Job to talk and to process through this. And then eventually, God sits Job down and says, all right, enough. Here's how it is. And he says in Job chapter 38, verses 4 through 6, Job, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me, Job, if you have understanding. Who determined the measurements? Surely you know, Job, or who stretched the line upon it? Who measured that out, Job? Did you? To what were the foundations fastened? How's the world put together, Job? Or who laid the cornerstone to make everything line up, Job? And you can almost see in your mind's eye as you read through Job 38, Job's going, oh, okay, I understand. But this passage, it tells us a lot about God and who God is and what he is like. So from this passage, Job 38, verses 4 through 6, I've learned and I've been reaffirmed in my own heart that God controls the universe. As this world spins and as this universe, and it is huge, as we side note, as we've been looking at the pictures of Mars and things that are coming back from Mars, we're just getting to Mars and understanding it. But God made Mars. He controls the universe. And God knows what's going to happen to the universe, and he knows when's it going to happen. Why? Because he's the one that laid the foundation. God is the one to have measured it out. God was the one to lay the cornerstone or the key piece to make sure it all lines up. Job wasn't there. I wasn't there. You weren't there. God was there. Back to Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We see that God has and is the one that figured out the dimensions to the universe, how big, how wide, how depth, and how long it is. And it is a huge universe. I don't think we've gotten to the end of it yet because it's so big. And that all came out, and God laid it down. He measured it out. If you were there, then the foundations of the world were laid. And God says, I was there. I was there because I measured it out. And this is one of the many passages that we point to and believe that God has always been around. We call that the eternality of God, or God has always been present. There was never a time that God was not there. There never will be a time that God is not here. God is always going to be here. God is eternal. Now, does Job understand the universe and how it was created and how it works? No, Job doesn't. And that's what God is saying to him. Do you understand what I did? Do you understand how this works? Do you understand how it was put together? And Job is sitting there saying, no. But God is saying, I am, and I did because I was the one that put it together. This is an argument for intelligent design. This just didn't happen. This isn't all just circumstance or happenstance. This was an intelligent design by someone that we know as God. Isn't it interesting that today we're still making discoveries of things that were made 10,000 years ago when God spoke creation into existence, and we still can't figure it out? In 2021, with all this technology and all these things, we're still sitting here going, we can't understand. We don't know how this happened. And it just, this passage proves and proves and proves again that there is an intelligent design. From this passage, God is a designer and he has a blueprint that he is following. He knows what he's doing. He knows how this is laid out. And one of the great things about God is that he uses broken people like me and like you to help share his plan with people that do not know. He uses me and he uses you. So today, who can you share and encourage to have them look towards God, the creator and the architect of the universe, the one that laid the foundations of the earth? It's a great question. This is a great passage to use when you want to get into a discussion, not an argument, but a discussion with someone who says, how do you think the world was made? I don't know. And then you can turn to Job chapter 38. And we believe that God made it because he was there. I hope you have a great Tuesday. I hope you stay warm. I hope you stay safe. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And I hopefully will see you tomorrow. I have a meeting in the morning, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get on. So I might miss tomorrow. I'm not sure how the rest of that day is going to look and how the rest of my day today looks. So if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will be back on Thursday. Hope you have a great Tuesday and that you continue to worship God who made this wonderful world that we get to live in.